What's up, everyone? Pedro here again. So, as y'all know, I've been uploading reaction videos like crazy as of recently, because with all these video game showcases going on, it's hard not to. And of course, for those y'all who following my Twitch channel, if you're not already, the link to my Twitch is down in the description below. Y'all know I freaking love Resident Evil. It is one of my favorite series, probably my favorite series of all time. I play every game when it comes out. And I've been excited for Resident Evil 4, and of course, we got some new stuff today. The Capcom Showcase happened, so it looks like we have some stuff for Resident Evil Village, the Gold Edition, as well as some new updates for Resident Evil 4 Remake, and I'm excited. I haven't seen any of these yet. I have been waiting for DLC for Resident Evil 8, and then just the Resident Evil 4 Remake. That's awesome. So, of course, when I saw that they dropped this earlier today, I had to make a video for it. Of course, like, why wouldn't I? This is stuff that's, like, up my alley. Probably more so than God of War, more so than Silent Hill. I am ready for these games. Like, I want them to come out. I am so excited for this next chapter of Resident Evil that's about to come out, both in Village as well as the 4 Remake. So, I say, let's stop beating around the bush, man. Let's get to it. Let's watch this. So, I have it up right now, the full presentation, but I skipped the intro. We don't want to watch the intro. We just want to get to the goods. So we're going to go ahead and pick up right where it talks about the Resident Evil Village Gold Edition. I haven't seen this yet. I just know where it goes to because the chapter's highlighted on YouTube. But enough about that, man. Let's take a look. Let's see what's going on. Let's take a look at all this. Let's take a look at Resident Evil Village Gold Edition. Winter expansion containing 3 dudes. The main game with the expansion. Okay, so that's this new one. Alright, so we got Rose playing now. Okay, this is nothing new. I want to see this. The third person stuff. That's what I'm excited for. I want to see Resident Evil 8 in the third person. Yes! That looks so good. Can we see Ethan's face finally? It looks like we will. Oh, wow. That is something. Yep, yes it is. Resident Evil 4, man. This is it right here. 4, of course, the 2 remake. Okay, so this is something, like, of course, I gotta talk about this. I'm hoping that this is just a development thing more than anything, just something that we're kind of seeing as it goes. But of course, for those y'all who played Resident Evil 8, one of the first things that happens, like 15 minutes in the game, is Ethan gets, like, these fingers bitten off his hand. So the whole game, he's like this. And I'm not seeing it in this part. Like, that's me being observant. I'm hoping that that's just something with development as they get polished up, that goes away. That's just small attention to detail that I like to see. So hopefully that's something that will be added to it. Overall, it looks gorgeous. Like, I think it looks really good so far. But that's something I just couldn't help but comment on right away. Fine to survive this adventure. Oh, man, the hay. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Nah, bro. Yes, this is what I want to see. The sequel. Shadows of Rose. Also in third person. Okay. Ooh, that lighting. 16 years after the events of 8. Okay. Oh my god, this looks so good. Warped and twisted realm inside the mind of the Megamycete. Okay. How does she get there? Okay, now I got questions. What is that? Oh. Struggles with him, she will neither survive this twisted world. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Freeze enemies. Weak points can be exposed. Okay. Okay, mercenaries, additional orders. Alrighty. What's the life bar? Whoa, hold on. We got life bars now? Was that something? Because I didn't really play mercenaries a lot. So we now got Lady Domitrescu. I know that's new. She's going to be playing. She is huge. Okay. Once again, I'm going to point this out. This attention to detail. Y'all know with how tall Lady Domitrescu. Look, she is towering over these guys. Like, that's huge. Like, that's cool looking. I can respect stuff like that. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't really play a lot of mercenaries in Resident Evil 8. So this life bar thing, I don't know if that's new or not. Either way, I'm kind of full. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not saying it's bad. Part of what I enjoy personally when I play these games is kind of like, oh, is this gonna work? Is this fatal? How's it gonna go? But then I look at enemies like this armored one back here, and normally in the heat of the moment, I'm like, oh my gosh, am I almost there? So like, I don't know if that's new or not. I'm not against it. I'm totally okay with it personally. So I want to talk about the Rose's powers thing. Like at first, like when I first heard about it, I didn't know how I felt about this. I was like, okay, is this gonna feel like Resident Evil? But and this is just me. The minute she froze that one like zombie-like thing, and like she had to run around the other one, I was sold because that tells me, okay, we got limited resources. I don't think her powers are gonna be as strong as they say. I don't know if they're gonna be as fatal. Something tells me it's gonna be like a tool you're gonna have to use very seldomly. The fact that they showed her run around that one zombie-like thing what told me everything I needed to know. I was like, okay, so we're still in that survival horror thing, which I'm totally for. Like, it's not like she's gonna be this, at least not yet, this unstoppable killing machine. I like this idea of her being in this twisted realm, learning how to use her powers, because that shows like, okay, she doesn't know yet. This coming of age thing. I actually kind of like that. That's kind of something that'll be unique. What if she does something on accident? What if her powers are kind of fatal? Who's to say? I don't know. Let's find out more. Let's see what else about this mercenaries mode we got going on. I want to see what else we got. See, okay, you can now do Domitresk and Eisenberg, who wield unique abilities. Okay, I want to play as Eisenberg. That is something. That is a huge zombie there. That is huge. That was cool. Okay, so this is the winner's expansion. You got Shadows of Road, third-person mode, and new stuff for mercenaries. All being a bundle, October 28th. Okay, all Resident Evil Gold Edition. Street, that's a cool outfit. I like that. Street Wolf outfit. I like that outfit. That's awesome. Look at her representing Redfield. Wait. Okay. So, before we go into the next portion, of course, I gotta know. And I'm gonna get it either way. Like, it looks cool. I loved Village. And I thought I had a lot of good things to say about it. And all of this gets me pretty excited. Especially, like, I'm gonna be legit, the third-person mode looks so good, and that'll be the first thing I do, probably, is... Actually, I'll probably play Shadow of Roses first, then I'll do third-person mode. Like, I see a lot of content coming from this game, and I'm really excited for that, in all honesty. I don't know if I'll do a lot of mercenaries. It's not, like, my favorite thing to do. It just gets old to me real quick. But either way, it's still really promising, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. So that's cool. Now, here's my question for Capcom. If I trade in my copy of Resident Evil 8, do I get a discount on the Gold Edition? Like, that is a huge... if that is cool, I'll call GameStop or Walmart, Best Buy. I don't know. That's something I want to know. But enough about that. So, we're going to skip ahead. Whoa! Okay, so I was going to skip ahead to something. But this is kind of a big deal. I did not see this coming. Hang on. I was going to skip this because I want to get to 4. But this is something I kind of want to see. It's coming to new platforms. You'll be able to play the game on your MacBook Pro. No way. That's awesome. Mac version of Resident Evil Village released in 2022. This year. That's insane to me. You see, because Apple's never been one for gaming. And I'm an Apple guy outside of gaming. Like, I use Apple for, like, my audio and video stuff, obviously. So, that is cool. That is exciting. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Gotta check. Of course, no one my luck. My MacBook probably won't be it. That's probably, I can guarantee it probably won't be that. Alright, so, let's see. I want to skip ahead. Coming to Switch, that's cool. But let's get to the part I want to see. Okay, Village VR is coming. Okay. Actually, I want to see that, actually. Hang on. Nothing against the Switch, of course, but I just want to see this next portion here. So, that looks good for VR. Tokyo Game Show 2020 saw the VR version of Resident Evil 2. That looks dope. Okay. That's cool. Yes, this is what I want to see. So, okay, before we go on, I'm going to be honest here. Like, I'm looking at this, and I'm not one for VR, but I know people who are, and I know this would be, like, something for me personally. I'm a very old school kind of gamer. I like just having like a controller and doing it the old-fashioned way. But like, graphically, that looked really good. Like, way to go, Capcom. Cool. I won't be doing it. Just not my cup of tea. But for those who are into the whole, like, next-level horror experience, that might do it. Like, I can imagine face-to-face with Lady Domitress, like, right here with me. Like, no way, man. But anyway, I want to see the part on Resident Evil 4. This is why we're here, folks. This is it. Oh, I'm ready for this. Hello, everyone. From Capcom. I'm not even gonna try. Alright, so we got Leon, the model from 2. That's aged a little bit. We got the leather jacket. Alrighty, let's see this. Tell us? Hang on, I'm curious. What are you gonna tell us? Okay. Good. Ashley looks good. That's nothing new. Previous generation. Oh! That's cool. That's awesome for some folks out there. What? That's all? We gotta wait? Ah! When is the showcase? Oh, man. Okay, well, either way. Let's pause that real quick. Okay, so I'm a little bummed. I was hoping we'd see something new here. Like, I really was. Like, don't get me wrong. That's super exciting to see that Resident Evil 4 is going to be for the PS4. Because I know a lot of people who are still struggling to find next-gen consoles. And I know it has been a struggle. So I'm glad that Capcom is keeping those in mind. And they're like, hey, look, we know this is a thing, so we'll give y'all something. I'm super glad to hear that. But, like, I want more. Like, I was really hoping right now we could see some more. So, like, okay. Thank you for sharing that, Capcom. Thank you for sharing that. So, here is kind of like my overall take on this whole Resident Evil presentation. I'm excited for the gold edition of Resident Evil 8. That looks super promising because I love Resident Evil 8. It's actually why I got a PlayStation 5, and the game left me wanting more in a good way. So I'm excited to see that we have this third-person mode. I love the third-person Resident Evil. I'm gonna be honest, even though it was good, I was never the biggest fan of the first-person perspective. Oh, excuse me. I was never the biggest fan of the first-person perspective. So I'm really excited that third person's going to be back for this one. And honestly, I want that to go moving forward. I prefer third person, so I would really like to see nothing but third person moving forward, but that's just me. I'm weird. I know. First person's cool, but I love the third person, and I'm excited to try this out in a third person mode. Like, that is a thing for me. Now, the Shadow of Rose thing, you have my attention. That one, like, pale-looking monster that showed up at the door and, like, sucked her soul out or whatever that was, that looked good. I was kind of creeped out about that. Like, I was like, okay. Like, especially, like, when playing the game and you don't have, like, the trailer music going on and you're, like, in pure silence and that bad boy comes out at you. That's what I'm imagining. Or better yet, a dark hallway and, like, you have the flashlight and it just comes out of the darkness. Like, these are the scenarios I'm imagining in my head, and I think that would be really, really cool to see. Like, that's awesome. Like, I think it looks cool. This idea of the power she's doing, I'm not gonna lie, I am a little hesitant on it, but it's not enough for me to be like, no, don't do that. No, I am trusting Capcom to think, okay, how are we gonna do this but still keep this creepy? How are we gonna make this work? I'm wondering, okay, how does she end up in the mind of this Mega My seat? Like, that's another thing I'm kind of worrying. So it's this, like, weird new idea of psychological horror. It kind of reminds me a lot of, like, Silent Hill in its own weird way. But here is my big question that I'm hoping that the DLC will address. Is what happened with these, at the end of Resident Evil 8, with these bioweapons that Chris found in the helicopter. Are we going to find out what happened there? That's something I want to know. Are we going to find out what happened with these, like, these other soldiers that were clearly bioweapons and Chris found out? Is this going to be answered there? Because that was the biggest cliffhanger ever. Like, I honestly, when Resident Evil 8 ended and then we got the idea of Rose at the end, I honestly thought that was the end of that story. And we were going to have any DLC, it'd be related to Chris and this whole thing with this whole Lone Wolf. I want to see how that's going to work out. I really hope that's answered. I think that'll be cool. I think Resident Evil Village coming to Mac, that's awesome. Apple has really been trying to get into this gaming market thing, so I think that's a huge step for Apple to kind of get that. It was one thing to get like Fortnite or to get some of the other ones, but to actually have a Resident Evil Village for MacBook, that is cool. I have a lot of friends who play Mac who that'd be like exciting for them. I think that'd be cool. They're not like serious gamers, hence why they own a Mac, but I know that's something that'll probably get their attention. That's cool. Now, I am going to be honest here with this presentation. This is the only bad thing I got to say about this, is that the thumbnail, when you look on YouTube, has the picture of Leon. Like, when you look at everything from the Capcom Showcase, like, on YouTube, it has this picture of Leon, but they didn't reveal anything new. All they said is, hey, we got new stuff coming. Now, I think it's great that it's coming to the PlayStation 4. That's awesome that they're developing it and making it that way. That is so cool. Way to go. And plus, that means if you happen to get a copy, then get a PS5, you'll probably be able to trade in, get your copy of Resident Evil 4 for the PS5 for free. I hope they do that, but I want it more. I really want it more, and I gotta wait till the Resident Evil Showcase now, which I guess that means we'll have to do a reaction video for that as well, which I'm totally cool with. I actually like these, but good work, Capcom. I'm happy with what I've seen. A hardcore Resident Evil fan is pleased, but, you know, and this is where I will give them, because overall, they succeeded because I want more. Like, I really, really want more. And that's the whole point of when you do these. It's enough to get your interest to where it's like, all right, if you want the full thing, you gotta buy the game, or, like, keep following. And they got me hooked so ugly. Like, it is not even funny how bad they got me hooked. But I am excited for the Resident Evil Gold Edition. I'm gonna probably pre-order it next time I could. You best believe if you follow my Twitch channel, you'll see me streaming that. I am excited to see that. Probably the same thing Resident Evil 4 when it comes out, but I want to see more. Like, I was hoping to see maybe we had the Big Cheese, or we got to see Sadler, or even Lord Salazar. We had hints of Salazar, but we haven't seen him. Of course, I want to see Luis. We haven't seen anything from Luis yet, or Lewis as they call him. We haven't seen anything from him yet. We've seen some bits of Ashley, and I'm really hoping they address that, of course. Like, not the, help me, Leon. Hopefully we got rid of that. That's my biggest thing. I want to see gameplay, though. That's what I really want to see. I want to see some good, detailed gameplay. Just give me 3 minutes. That's all I ask for, Capcom, which, of course, I gotta wait for the Resident Evil Showcase for. But I'll do it. But overall, the game still looks promising. It looks good. But that's my only beef about it, is that y'all have all these, like, things talking about, but you didn't give us much for it. But, hey, I'm hooked either way. So, I hope y'all like this reaction video. Appreciate you guys. If you've liked this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, or more content from my Twitch channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please check me out on Twitch. That's where you get all the really good stuff coming on as it comes out. Until then, thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next time. Y'all have a nice evening.